and welcome to the Patriot Connection. I'm Jalea Creighton.
And I'm Luke Doyle. It's been a federal holiday since 1879. Patriot Connection reporter Audrey Deal takes a look at why we celebrate President's Day.
President Abraham Lincoln made President's Day an official holiday in 1862 as a way to honor our very first president, George Washington. In 1968, President Rutherford B. Hayes passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, which moved 2 federal holidays to a Monday, including President's Day. This act officially took effect in 1971 when President Nixon signed an executive order. Mrs. Farrow is a social studies teacher at Wheeling Park High School and says that it's important to celebrate our presidents.
Even, present day president as well as historical presidents, they've done a lot for our country. They've represented our country. We've been through a lot of ups and downs, but we're doing pretty good.
When it comes to popularity of our presidents, Business Insider has ranked the top 5 presidents. Coming in at number 5 is President Thomas Jefferson. President Teddy Roosevelt is ranked 4th. Teddy's uncle, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, comes in at number 3. The father of our country, President George Washington, is number 2. And the most popular president, according to Business Insider, is President Abraham Lincoln. So who's your favorite?
John F. Kennedy, because he really did make an impact in his short span of presidency on the kind of America we have today.
Abraham Lincoln, because he got rid of slavery.
Favorite president, probably Obama.
My favorite president is probably Dwight D. Eisenhower. He led the Allied Expeditionary Forces of World War II and pretty much defeated the Germans.
I would say my favorite president was Ronald Reagan because I think he did a lot of good for our country at a time it was really needed.
I'd have to say Franklin D. Roosevelt because he enacted the New Deal, which brought America back from the Great Depression.
With Barack Obama.
Legacies are very complex. Presidents have done wonderful things. They've also done things that are relatively regrettable as well. My favorite president, not to be cliche though, is Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I think my favorite president would have to be Barack Obama. I think we saw a lot of change from him, and seeing that he was the first black president, there was a lot of historical matter within that.
My favorite president is Abraham Lincoln because he wears a top hat.
My favorite president was Thomas Jefferson because he was an inventor and very creative.
Many of our presidents had unusual careers before beginning to work at the White House. Our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, chopped wood for fences. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Audrey Deal.
Here's one more fact about Abraham Lincoln. He was 6 foot 4 inches, which makes him the tallest U.S. president.
Wheeling Park High School is gearing up for our annual All About Park and CTE open house. Patriot Connection reporter Taylor Williams tells us all about it.
All About Park is designed for incoming freshmen and their parents to see what our school is all about. This yearly event is slated for Thursday, February 23rd. It begins at 5 p.m. and runs until 8. All incoming freshmen and their parents will have the opportunity to meet with teachers, counselors, coaches, and principals to learn about everything our school offers. Mrs. Daler is in her 3rd year as head principal of Wheeling Park and says All About Park is the first event Wheeling Park uses to introduce the 8th graders to the high school.
It's also CTE open house. So in all of our CTE programs, they are showing the amazing things that they do. And the goal was to get 8th graders here so they can start thinking about the transition to high school and getting excited about everything we have to offer at Wheeling Park.
The open house is open to students, parents, and community members so they can learn all about the programs Wheeling Park offers. Mrs. Bugai is an assistant principal at Wheeling Park and is also the career technical director. She says it's important for the 8th graders to check out the CTE programs.
We have our students here working in their career tech areas and in their shops, and so they can show their parents what they do, plus they can show those 8th graders what they do so that they might be interested in one of their classes.
From automotive technology to zoology, Wheeling Park offers something for everyone.
My favorite thing about Wheeling Park High School is being interviewed by the TV and radio broadcasting program.
All of the activities that you can get involved in.
What makes Park great? It's the people.
My favorite thing about Park is new improved Patriot Point and the senior commons.
I love our students and our faculty. Everyone is wonderful and it's a good place to be.
Is seeing everybody in the halls and just being able to see all my friends and talk to them in the hallway before we have to go into our other classes, and even seeing each other in our classes and being social with everybody.
My favorite thing about the high school is the people, the students. I love working with the students. I love working with my fellow colleagues. It's what makes this place a lot of fun. Those who attend this year's event will be able to stop into the newest addition to our high school, the Innovation Learning Center. It's located where the Media Center used to be. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Taylor Williams.
Don't forget to check out this year's All About Park and CTE open house this Thursday, February 23rd.
The Wheeling Park High School Park players are gearing up for their annual New York City trip. Patriot Connection reporter Alex Fabrizio takes us behind the scenes.
Every year, dozens of junior and senior members of the Park Players and International Thespian Society are given the opportunity to take on New York City. From the Rockettes at Radio City Music Hall to Beetlejuice on Broadway, New York City is a hot spot when it comes to live theater. For nearly 4 decades, Wheeling Park's Park Players have had the opportunity to experience the city that never sleeps. Grace O'Neill is the president of Park's International Thespian Society and organizes the trip. She says that this is a pivotal part in any young thespian's life.
So the New York City trip is essentially a trip that is organized by the Thespian Society at our school, and it's kind of to get thespians and theater kids at our school an experience in New York City, which is very much the biggest hub for theater in the U.S., and we usually see several great Broadway shows.
While in the city, close to 40 Wheeling Park thespians and their chaperones see 4 shows, including Almost Famous, Hadestown, Chicago, and 6.
I'm the most excited to see Chicago because they have a bunch of really intricate dance numbers and it's going to be a really fun show.
Hadestown because it's one of my favorite musicals, even just having listened to the soundtrack.
6 is a great storyline and I'm very excited to see everything come to life on stage.
I'm really excited to see Hadestown. The music's great.
The New York City trip is a great way to experience the city and see their favorite shows live. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Alex Fabrizio.
The Park players leave for the Big Apple late on Wednesday, February 23rd and return on the 26th.
Before we get to our break, it's time for Park TV Trivia with Patriot Connection reporter Sydney Cabasco.
Every year we celebrate President's Day on the 3rd Monday in February. This week's question is, which president turned down offers to play professional football? Is it A, Gerald Ford, B, Ronald Reagan, or C, Jimmy Carter? We'll have the answer when we come back.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
What if your bank offered new checking and savings accounts with a very low balance required, online bill pay, and debit cards issued right away?
I would like that.
What if that bank had extended hours every business day and were open on Saturdays and most holidays?
That's incredible.
And if all their accounts had low fees or no fees?
That's money in the bank, the right bank.
Open your checking and savings account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
Exciting things are happening in Ohio County schools, and it wouldn't have been possible without the support of our amazing community. We're improving our facilities, updating our technology, and reimagining our classrooms. And it's all being done to provide the best education possible for our students. Thank you for supporting Ohio County schools in our efforts to make our school system the finest. Ohio County schools,
together we achieve.
One of the newest career technical programs at Wheeling Park High School is Patriot Logistics. Under the direction of Dr. Shepard, students in this program learn about robotics by incorporating engineering and computer science into solving complex problems. Employees have several robotics kits as well as a project arena where they go through the entire design process from brainstorming to application. Students in this company also participate in state, national, and worldwide robotics competitions. Patriot Logistics, preparing students for life.
It can improve our mood, has the power to save lives, and is one of our core values, kindness.
Kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Being kind to someone not only helps the other person, but also makes you feel better. Studies show that kindness can improve people's moods and has the power to save lives. It's easy to be nice to others. When walking through a door, take the time to hold it, not only for a girl, but a guy too. Compliment someone on her outfit or performance at a sporting event. And don't forget to say thank you when someone gives you something. We share kindness with others through acts such as a smile, a nice word, an unexpected deed, or a planned surprise.
Studies show that engaging in acts of kindness produces endorphins, which is the brain's natural painkiller. Being kind to others can improve everyone's health. This message is brought to you by WPHP.
Before the break, we asked you, which president turned down offers to play professional football? Is it A, Gerald Ford, B, Ronald Reagan, or C, Jimmy Carter? The answer is A, Gerald Ford. President Ford attended the University of Michigan, where he was a star football player. After graduation, he turned down offers to play with both the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
Members of Wheeling Park's career technical education programs recently made rounds to all of our middle schools. Patriot Connection reporter Max Wiley explains.
Students from each of our 14 CTE programs brought examples of their work, pictures, brochures, and most importantly, the passion they have for their program to all 4 Ohio County middle schools. They spent time talking to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders about the exciting opportunities that await them when they become Wheeling Park Patriots.
It's really given me an opportunity at a job after high school. You know, I didn't really know what I was going to do, but now I'm thinking about it. This is like a little option I can just lay back on.
It teaches you a lot about how to, buy into businesses and just create your own business if you want to do that, or just follow your career path, whatever you want to do in life.
It's important to learn about it early on so that way you can think about it for your future.
Mrs. Bugай is an assistant principal at Wheeling Park High School and is also our CTE director. She developed the idea of visiting the middle schools and has been making the trek with our students for close to 10 years. She says the earlier we can spark an interest in our students, the better off we are.
The 8th graders actually get a brochure that talks about all of our different programs and talks a little bit about the teacher too and what the teacher expects, so that when they come to the high school and they take the Career Academy class or they go straight into one of the soft skills programs, they know what they're going to do. The brochure explains things that their parents can look at and their parents can help them make that decision.
The middle school students enjoyed not only meeting the representatives from each program, but also learning about our exciting programs.
I think all this is really cool because we get to see all the different things and things that we can pursue in whenever we get to the high school. Because we have a lot of different options, and seeing all these things and seeing all the kids tell us about the different options that we have, it just gives us more ideas about what we want to do whenever we get to Park.
I see broadcasting and marketing being 2 favorites so far. A lot of other things, they're very interesting for me to learn about, and I'm very excited to attend Park High School next year.
I'm really excited because I'm excited to meet new people, make more friends, and learn a bunch of new stuff.
8th graders have the opportunity to see Wheeling Park CTE programs firsthand at All About Park this week and in March when they tour the school again. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Max Wiley.
Special thanks to all of our middle schools for welcoming us into your fantastic schools. We hope to see you in a CTE program when you come to Wheeling Park.
When you think of a student athlete, this Wheeling Park senior is most likely at the top of your list of names. Patriot Connection reporter Laura Nolte introduces us to this week's Student Spotlight.
Wheeling Park senior Mary Darrow is a prime example of how high school students can balance a challenging schedule while staying on top in athletics. Mary is a 4-year member of the girls basketball team, a 3-year member of the softball team, and a 2-year member of the cheerleading squad. She has been able to accomplish this while maintaining over a 4.0 GPA all 4 years and putting academics over athletics. Last year, Mary was inducted into the National Honor Society. Before high school, Mary attended St. Vincent's School from preschool until 8th grade. She says that academics have always been put over athletics.
I try to maintain over 4.0 by putting academics first. Athletics is important, but it's not as important as school. It's not what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life.
Many of Mary's peers see her as a person who drives others to be better and a person who you gravitate towards.
Mary's just a true friend. She's someone who I can always count on. If I need something, I know I can call her and she'll be there. She's just an overall stand-up person who I just enjoy being around.
But she just has this positive personality, and she's just so fun to be around. You just see her in a group of people and you're like, I want to be her best friend.
For most of her life, grades have been the most important thing ever, and I think that's really important because she doesn't just value what she does on the court, she values what she does in the class.
Mary's just really dedicated and hardworking and always puts her best effort forward.
Not only is Mary a great friend, but she's also a standout in the classroom and a teammate that you want. Mr. Young is in his 9th year of coaching the Lady Patriots.
Mary's always been a great student. She's the definition of a student athlete. She knows school comes first, and that's what's going to be more important in the future. So she's great at athletics, but she also knows that the classroom comes first.
After high school, Mary plans to go to college and pursue a degree in nursing. Reporting for the Patriot Connection, I'm Lauren Nolte.
If you know a standout student at Wheeling Park High School and would like to see him or her spotlighted, stop by room O253 and see Mrs. Dillon or Mr. Nolte.
Now let's take a look at what else is going on at Wheeling Park this week.
Our English department wants to know what you are reading. Fill out the Google form and share a little bit about your favorite book. The link to the form is on Schoology.
Nicholas Meat Market is hiring for a cleanup position. The person must work on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until 6 p.m. and on Saturdays. Stop by the store if you're interested. They are located at 58 Carmel Road in Wheeling.
The Wheeling Park Green Club is collecting products to recycle. Check out the list of the products they're accepting on Schoology. All donations can be brought to room 304.
The end of the third 9 weeks grading period is March 15th.
Make plans now to attend a storytelling camp in July at Glenville State University. It's open to all students in grade 9 through 12 and costs $100. Find more information on Schoology.
If you're interested in joining Wheeling Park's Quiz Bowl team, then stop by and see Mrs. Jeffers or send her a Schoology message.
Make sure you check out our soccer club that meets after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They play at the turf field next to the school from 2:30 until 4, and all skill levels are welcome. Check out Schoology for more information.
Need extra help in your classes? Don't forget that we offer tutoring every Friday during activity period at Patriot Point. Make sure you have a pass to attend.
Wheeling's YMCA is hiring lifeguards and swim instructors. All lifeguards must be 16 or older and must have a current certification to apply. All applications must pass a background check. Once you are hired, you will get a free membership. If you are interested or need more information, call Jill at the Y at 304-242-8086 or email her at jmpymca@comcast.net.
If you're interested in buying a class ring, please check out the link on Schoology.
If you're interested in playing baseball this spring and currently not playing another sport, then make sure you're attending our off-season workouts. If a player has any question, they can stop at R225 for Coach Myers, R221 for Coach Stout and Coach Nardini, or Coach Cook in the gym.
Looking for a fun, fast-paced part-time job? The Wheeling Nailers are looking for part-time employees to work for them this season. Job duties may include retail, raffles, chuck-a-puck, setup, and teardown. Pay starts at $10 an hour. They need people to work 6 to 8 days a month throughout the hockey season. All shifts will be on home game days.
Week 2 clubs will meet on Friday, February 24th during activity period.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of the Patriot Connection. We're on WLTV 14 3 times a day, 7 days a week at 6:30 a.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m. For all of the Patriot Connection reporters, I'm Jalea Creighton.
And I'm Luke Doyle. Have a great day.